circle there. Neither one of them's taking shots. Again, there's 1 minute first period. There's a sense of urgency here where you need to try to end the first period ahead 2-0. Peterson takes a couple of good low single shots. Jolly showed how fast he is because he didn't even have to sprawl. He just moved his feet back. Now Peterson just drives into him, and Jolly backed all the way off the mat. Our officials, Rob Ververs over there, he does a really good job. I'm glad he's out there in this match.
Jolly looks big compared to Peterson, doesn't he?
He does. He does. He's got a really big upper body. He must pick a lot of sweet corn over there or something. We don't have as much sweet corn as they have. 10 seconds left. Peterson's in on a double leg. Drives him off the mat. He never could take him down, though.
Never could pick him up all the way, could he?
No, 7 seconds left in the period, but he's got all the shots, I'll tell you that. And I guarantee you another thing, Ververs is counting those shots in the back of his mind. Peterson's showing him he's the most aggressive wrestler. That's what you have to do here. You got to play that game. Got to make sure all the fans know you're here wrestling tough, and that's the end of the period. Ververs flips the coin. He looks at Peterson. Peterson taps his wrist together and said he defers. Jolly points down. Chooses the bottom position. He's already set. He didn't dink around. He just got set in a hurry. Peterson goes to break him down. Peterson's got a pick and step on him as Jolly tried to do an inside switch. If Peterson can get his head up and get his arm across on top, he's going to get back points here.
Try to set that Turk up. Oh.
Jolly just pulls him all the way through. Peterson picks him up in the air and slams him back down to the mat.
They hit that pick and step on the way down.
Yeah, he just couldn't quite get it. Now he puts the legs in, and he's trying for that guillotine. Boy, our team loves that guillotine for some reason. He's working to try to dig that arm out. He's got that wrist. He's got the wrist now. He's got the leg. He's trying to get the kid's arm up around his head.
It takes a long time to get that guillotine set up correctly, and usually just about the time you have it, the ref calls it for potentially dangerous, and you start over again.
I think that's one of the reasons you don't see it very much in the placing rounds at the state tournament. So there he goes. He's working on that guillotine again. Jolly's down on the mat. Now Peterson's got it behind his arm. Ververs is over there. If Peterson can take his right arm and reach around Jolly's head, that's a safe position to be in, and Ververs will let that continue. But Peterson's got the arm around his neck, and his right shoulder was actually tucked underneath. And now Peterson reaches around his head without being on the other side of his arm, and with that move, that's not going to work. So he has to give up on it. Jolly chose down. It's his job to try to get away. I'm sure Peterson would love to end this second period tied 0-0 so that he could choose down, because he knows he can get away from anybody. And he has this year.
Yeah, he's quicker on the draw than anybody on that bottom position.
So he's just laying on top. He doesn't have the leg in anymore. He's got a one-on-one with his left hand. He's trying to slap a crossface with his right hand. They're right in the middle of the mat. 7 seconds, 6 seconds. He's been laying parallel on him this whole time. There's not a stall called, though, as the period ends, and it's going to be Jaron Peterson's choice, and it's 0-0 against Caleb Jolly from Olathe, a 33-10 senior. And Peterson's got 2 minutes to score. So the line of thinking is, so do you go really fast and try to score very quickly? Or do you hang out, make it look good, and score when there's not very much time left in the period and not enough time for the other guy to score on you? So there's a lot of strategy associated with it. Over here on mat 2.
Yeah, Carson Reese is up now, taking on Diego Reyes of Rocky Ford. And if I remember right, Reyes was ranked number 1.
Yep.
I'm going to have to look.
He got knocked off by Casey Turner of Meeker.
Yeah. Diego Reyes was ranked number 1 at 170 pounds. So he's taking on Reese in the consolation side, and Reyes is up 2-0 as he gets the takedown.
Where was Casey Turner ranked before coming into this tournament, if it's on there? Because he doesn't have very many matches. He must have been hurt. Maybe he wasn't even ranked. I don't know.
I don't even see. Oh, Casey Turner was ranked 3rd.
Yep. So he's tougher than nails, but that was an upset. And he just got the pin over Carson Reese. So unfortunately for Akron, he was their sole survivor, and he's going to watch tomorrow night. But the Rams brought a bunch of young guys down here.
And Reyes picks up the pin in the first period over Carson Reese of Akron, and Reese's tournament is done.
So Jaron Peterson, he's balled up on his knees over there as Jolly's trying to control his wrists, and there's 1 minute and 2 seconds left. So Jaron's smart. He knows he's in the driver's seat here. Hopefully he doesn't wait too long, because I don't think we want to go back on our feet, even though Jaron had several good shots in the first period. It'd be nice if he could put this thing away right now. But Caleb Jolly's very strong. He gets a Snyder hook on him, and now he gets an arm bar on Jaron Peterson's right arm. Jaron's hanging out there on the bottom. He's going to be in trouble. He's getting pulled over onto his back, but he's able to belly down. Luckily, he got out of that arm bar. Whew. That was close.
Good hard crossface by the Olathe wrestler.
Yep, Caleb Jolly's going for that crossface cradle. Peterson comes up to his hands and knees. I don't know if this is the best thing to do here when he's got that cradle, because he's going to get cradled up. Jolly reached over the top, put his head on the mat, and tried to cradle him up there. Now he's going for the pick and step. Now he goes back to the cradle, and Peterson's got to make something happen here.
Peterson roll was almost right there.
13 seconds left, 12 seconds. Peterson needs to hurry up. He's got to hurry. He's got a shot at the reversal here if he can go into that Granby. He's trying to go Granby with him.
Oh, it's
Swims.
right there.
If he can swim his arm across, it's going to be 2.
Oh, and there's the end of the third period. They're going to go to overtime.
Yep, if he could have swam his left arm across his belly. He had both arms around Jolly. Jolly was seated, and he had both arms around Jolly's left leg. And if he could have swam his left arm across his belly, he would have had the reversal. So the whistle already blew. 54 seconds, 53 seconds.